I put on with LBC. I put on with LBC. Yeah, I put on with LBC. Over LBC. I put on with LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put on for LBC, over LBC. I put on for LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly.
I put on for LBC. I turned the volume on for LBC. I turned the mic on for LBC. Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto. Lunar Beaches Crypto. We ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Or to Hades. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I do appreciate each and every single last one of you for joining me this evening. It is Monday, October 20th, 2025 at 10:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got Bitcoin doing a little bit of a correction in here right now, getting a little bit of a down move. We'll see the possibilities of where that could end up. Is it sitting right on top of a potential support? Maybe. We'll see. I want to go over a little bit of market cap stuff because I was going over that pre-stream and I was putting together a tweet, an X post, whatever, an excrement, and I think it's pretty sound, but I'm gonna have to run it through the ringer before we find out. But anyways, the music is clutch. Let's go ahead and say good evening to everybody. Good evening, Alexandra G, Mod Boss, Mod Queen, Mod God. Thank you for being here, Alexandra G, and thank you for pinning that Discord link in the chat. Guys, check out the Discord. It's fun times. I need more people in there. I need more people in there asking questions. I need people new to charts wanting to learn charts in there asking questions. I love teaching, so I need people to ask questions. Because I don't always know. Because, you know, you kind of have to meet people where they are. And if I don't know where you are because you're not asking questions, then it's really difficult for me to help you out in any way that I possibly can. And, you know, that's kind of what I love to do. I love helping new people out, new people to the space, even if it's not even a trading or chart related question. It could be a crypto related question. You can ask me anything about these markets. And if I have an answer, I will give you an answer. I'll give you my thoughts. If I don't, I bet I know a few people that do, and I can point you in the right direction. and not point you towards any scammers, because that's important. Unfortunately, you have to do that, okay? But first, you have to navigate your way through the space and find the people who aren't scammers, or at least ones that are really good at scamming. They just haven't. I just haven't figured it out yet. But I doubt it. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. Good evening, Chris Klein. Thank you for being here, my dude. Absolutely love it. Grateful I get to catch a live from the beginning tonight. I'm actually on my game for once. Hey, shout out to you, Chris Klein. Thank you for joining me this evening. Thank you for spending your free time, a little bit of your free time with me. Absolutely appreciate that. Give it to the running back, White. Let's go, LBC. Get that win. You're probably only saying that, Biomex, because it benefits you in some way. But shout out to you, Tex-Mex, Biomex, part of the Goat Tails crew. Amazing guys over there. Amazing dude, Biomex, as well. So thank you for being here, my friend. And I hope I get the win, but right now I'm still projected to lose. And it's frustrating because Thursday night I go to set my lineup. You know, I'm going through it all. Njoku is questionable, but you know he's my most consistent tight end. The Steelers played Thursday night, and Freiermuth, however you say his last name, their tight end, was on my bench because Njoku wasn't ruled out. Freiermuth scores 39 points. And Njoku, the very next day, is ruled out for the week. Yay. Yay. The tight end I picked up, though, did get 9 points, but Vols fan? No, I'm not a Vols fan. Not at all. I've got to have something in here. I have a headless Steven Gostkowski bobblehead. You know where Steven Gostkowski went to school? His head's kind of fallen off, so I'm trying to fix it. I got a Steven Gostkowski. Oh, he's also got a broken arm. Poor guy. At least he's got his kicking foot. Oh, no, that's gone too. I've had a few moves. I just got to glue it all back together. But yeah, Steven Gostkowski bobblehead. I went through the game. Got there early so I could get this in 2017. It's got something that's supposed to go here too, and it's supposed to have a football. No idea where those are, but yeah. I need to fix that. Right now he's just kind of like, "Hey guys, how you doing? My head's too big." Steven Gostkowski. Running through the LBC streets. Yep, what's going on? Maybe a Band-Aid? You evolve. Oh, you're the one to ask me that? Bruh. Come on now. Hello, Wave Riders. Hello, Jesus Save 77. Good evening to you and God bless. Detroit Tampa Bay game is pretty good tonight. Yeah, and I'm having to miss it. That's okay. That's okay. I caught the first half. It had me in the first half, not gonna lie. All right. Let's get over to the charts. All right, so we do have these equal lows, relatively equal lows. They love to get taken out, guys. Not saying that's for sure going to happen, but we're kind of trending in that direction. It's kind of moving to the downside. We've got money flow coming out on the not market cipher B. We've got money flow trending downwards on the Chart Prime Oscillator Pro Plus. And our power bar is definitely heating up to the bottom side. True 7's below. We've got a reversal signal. At the very least, this is going to be the flush that I was talking about yesterday. I think the pullback, I should say. It might not have to be a flush per se, but we need this. It needs to stabilize down here. We can get a nice push back to the upside, take out the high, and then we could be okay. But this could also be fuel that helps push the price lower. How much lower? Well, I've been eyeing up that 98K for a while now, so why not? Why not 98K? In some instances, I do see 92, 93K. Let me get over here. Let's take away the indicators for now. Yeah, because we have, let's see, let's go to the weekly. 97. Oh, here it is. Was it? Oh, okay. So on the monthly, we have a nice, see, I like to get it down to just one fair value gap. One solid fair value gap. So there's the monthly. The top side of that is, 98,427. The bottom side of that is 95,738. So it's not, it doesn't even get down to the 92, 93. Are those fib levels? Let's see. Yeah, golden pocket. Okay, 92.5 to 94.2 is the golden pocket. And we can absolutely wick down there and get a bounce. And we are still just fine. Just fine. Guys, it doesn't take a lot to move Bitcoin. It doesn't take a lot of money to increase the market cap by $1 trillion. What? That doesn't make sense. Well, that's because you don't understand market cap and how market cap works. Market cap is just what? What is market cap? Circulating supply times, anybody? Circulating supply sorry, got distracted. Anybody? Really? Nobody? Okay, fine. Total dollar value of all coins. It equals price per coin. Thank you. Thank you, Bandage. Price per coin times circulating supply. So, if it is the price per coin times the circulating supply, 0.2, if we increase the market cap by $1 trillion, the market cap, that would be about a $162,000 price. Okay. The thing is, it only takes about 20 to 50 billion dollars to increase the market cap by $1 trillion. I know, it's crazy. But that's because price is based on whatever the last person was willing to pay for it. And so, because order books get thin as the price is moving to the upside, you have to pay more and more and more per the Bitcoin. So it only actually takes 20 to 50 billion dollars to increase the market cap by 1 trillion, because That's not saying there's actually $1 trillion in the market. That is just the price times circulating supply. And a lot of people get tripped up on that. So, if we have a stock market, an S&P 500 that is approaching its all-time high right now as we speak, approaching its all-time high, this white line. We have a NASDAQ approaching its all-time high, the white line. The S&P 500 is valued at an estimated $56 trillion. The NASDAQ is valued at an estimated $33.5 trillion. $50 billion, the upper side of that 20 to 50, to increase Bitcoin's market cap by 1 trillion, is only 0.089% of the S&P 500's total market capitalization. And we have seen literal drops in the stock market of trillions of dollars in just hours, several times this year. And you're telling me that there's not enough liquidity for Bitcoin and crypto. I think it's much more likely that liquidity just hasn't rotated from the stock market into crypto. Much more likely. In my opinion, not financial advice. And I know maybe some people will probably disagree. And that's okay. You're allowed to disagree. But, sorry, David, I'm slow. You're good, Chris Klein. That's so funny. So, when people say, where's the liquidity going to come from? Here. Right here. Literally, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and the stock market as a whole. Just between those two, you've got almost $90 trillion. And we can't get even a fraction of that? Come on. Come on. Not only that, altcoins pump because that capital rotates from Bitcoin into the altcoins. So, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about some little blip, some leverage washout that really means nothing in the grand scheme of things. Trade Intuition, T.I. Joe, my guy. Thank you for being here. Smash the like. It's the easiest way to show your support and it helps the channel grow 100. Thank you for smashing a like. Absolutely. Thank you, T.I. Joe, for putting that in the chat. I appreciate you, my friend. Hey, guys, if you're not already doing it, make sure you go over to Trade Intuition, to his channel, and give it a sub. And you know what? Why don't you go ahead and do a mass liking, okay? Just go on a bunch of videos or live streams or both, shorts, whatever it is. Just go on there and just start liking them. Just to do it, just to boost them. Mad love, Joe. So, let's see here. All right, so we've got some counting to do. I'm going to do this from scratch. Let's get rid of the lines. Let's just do no wave. Just the old numbers, eh? Wave 1, 2. Wave 3, 4. Wave 5. These letters are really small. Yeah. Not super cycle. It's more just cycle. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside of wave 3 here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whoops. Oh, I'm so silly. 1, 2, misclicking. 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 5. And if this is the case, then that means that we are on our last. Hold on, let me change this real quick. 5. Let's go to primary. Let's change the color to blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside of this wave 5. You've got 5 subwaves down in here as well, right here. So we have, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That's why you get this as 1. So these are 5-wave impulses on your way to the upside. And inside of each, well, you have one broad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Inside of 1, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside of 3, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, these should be. Actually, let me change these to red so we can actually see those a little bit better. There we go. Keep that on primary. I need to change this one to primary because this is primary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes up wave 1. Then you get a correction. Wave 2. Wave 2 is your corrections. 2s and 4s are your corrections. Then you get another wave 3 inside of wave 3. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside of the broader wave 3. Okay. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside of the broader wave 3. Okay, so 1, 2, this actually comes down here. 3, 4, 5. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. And we are just in wave 2 of the next and final 5th wave of the larger cycle, which, if we zoom out far enough, is part of a much larger super cycle that has been going on for quite some time now. So all of that was just to say, I think we are only on wave 2. So we're doing a wave 2 correction. So you got wave 1 to the upside, 5-wave move. Actually, that's going to be coming down. Hold on, dang it. 3, 4, 5. Let's change this to yellow so we can see it better. There we go. So you got wave 1, which is this 5-wave impulse to the upside, and then a very ugly correction that'll end hopefully sometime soon. And then we'll get the next 5-wave move to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's really difficult to do when you don't have the waves on. Where to go? Intermediate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a wave 4 correction of some kind. Typically, it's some kind of flat correction. Right? And then you get your final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't look at prices. No, Bitcoin's not going to $500,000. Okay, this is just for market structure sake. Okay, but yeah, so yeah, we could absolutely go and don't look at time either. This isn't. As a matter of fact, the more parabolic you go, the more straight up you happen to go. Okay, so I think we're just we're getting ready for the next parabolic advance. And the question is, How much lower do we have to go? Do we have to go lower before we go? And I think maybe it might be good to come down here and sweep this low. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I've seen worse. But yeah, we could definitely come down here and sweep this low, and then get a continuation out of here. So I'm still macro high time frame bullish, just based on market structure alone. So yeah, the Doyers win another World Series. Oh, then Dodgers. Then Doyers. I think he meant Dodgers. But you can call them the Doyers. I don't care. I'd rather call them the Doyers because it's a funny name, and I hate the Dodgers. So, I mean, I say I hate the Dodgers. I don't really have anything against the Dodgers. Just not a fan. Since I'm a St. Louis Cardinal fan. And we are still progressing to the upside. So, I mean, and, you know, even if we did come down and take out the trend line, trend lines are just made to be broken, guys. I don't know if y'all have figured that out yet or not, but they break all the time. You can still trade off of them. Don't get me wrong. But trend lines can get broken and things be perfectly okay. Because trends are just trends. And they're your friend until they stab you in the back. Or until the end. Sorry, I messed that up. Cardinals really the team that's always there to mess up the NL Central? Yeah, that's right. That's right, except for in the last several years. And, you know, we don't have Carpenter. Carpenter was really, he was done quite a while ago, actually. But we haven't had Wainwright or Carpenter. But the big thing was, you know, Yadier Molina saying bye. Oh, you're a Cubs fan? Ugh. That's okay. Somehow my older brother ended up being a Cubs fan in a family of Cardinals fans. There's always that one black sheep. I thought it was me. So yeah. Still bullish on Bitcoin. And still think this low can get taken out at the same time, and we'll be perfectly okay. We're perfectly okay as long as we don't take out this low, in my opinion. 74.5, 75K. As long as we don't take that out, I think we're okay. So I don't see that happening. But I could be wrong. We can always be wrong. That's why I don't trade trend lines, because if you give the price enough time, the price will cross the trend line. Market structure is very important. Yeah, see? There you go. Joe agrees. Now, just from a pure pattern standpoint, we can look at all the patterns. I mean, we're megaphoning. We actually we're looking at this possible scenario last week where you come down and you tap the bottom again. Maybe it extends over here and we take out that low, or we just hit the top side of that wick, or even just take half of the wick. It's a daily wick, so would probably help if I just did this. There we go. And yeah, get a bounce off of that, and then see if this broadening wedge gives us a nice bounce or not, or actually plays. These do tend to be bullish, so we'll see. Anything else? Think I'm done for the night. Just kidding. Now we have to be careful here for the S&P and the NASDAQ, because we are coming. Look, will we hit all-time high while I'm live? That'd be pretty cool. In the next, do have these equal highs over here, and I was telling you guys that I expected us to come back and take out these equal highs at some point. Sure enough, I mean, it's only taken a few days, okay, from us to go from here to up here. And how does this not make you bullish on Bitcoin and crypto? You've got the NASDAQ about to make a new all-time high. What's the problem? You got to be careful with these, with equal highs and equal lows, because they can be reversal points, because this is where stop losses are. There's only two things that typically happen. There's typically only two things that happen. You either get a nice rejection or you get a nice explosion out, because there's liquidity sitting here. So you're either going to squeeze or the sellers are going to be just enough to where they push you down. So do have to be careful here. I do believe, is it next week? The following week, on the 30th, 29th. So Wednesday, October 29th. So still two weeks and 2 days away, we have the FOMC. I was watching Piper earlier today. Shout out to Piper Academy and Piper, Army Piper. And he was talking about how somebody was talking to somebody, I can't remember who it was. They were talking about how the government's probably going to reopen this week. It is likely. And right now, I don't see it. I don't see it. And that's okay, because if we don't get any of this jobs data, there's nothing to bring the price down. So just don't show the jobs data and spook the market, and we'll be okay. Confidence. Super confidence in our job markets. I wonder why they shut down. It's to hide the Epstein files, or it's to hide the job numbers, which will get better, I think. I think they'll get better in due time. But right now, look at that. That's a nice... This is why I've got to start trading stocks, man. They just respect levels so well. So well. I need to join Apex Trader or something. This one doesn't have one to hold. Did break above, a little bit of a back test, but continuation on the S&P 500. Looking good. What is our XRP doing? Let's go ahead and turn on our Market Oracle Plus, see what our beautiful dynamic and quantum reactors are doing. We did break above both here on XRP. Let's actually go back to Bitcoin real quick and see. Did we break above both on here? There we go. We've broken above both of them, but the quantum reactor has not yet turned green. This is on the hourly. So this is the hourly reactors. We are below the 4 hour still. Should be up here, yeah. So we've got the quantum reactor coming in at 113, 145 on the bottom end of that, and we have the, I'm sorry, that was the dynamic reactor. On the quantum reactor, we have 116, 205. So I can definitely see price getting up to both of those, actually. We do have these relatively equal highs up here, but this will be a nice block, nice sell block resistance that we've got to get through here. So, and it just so happens to be right in between the two reactors. Imagine that. Now, just because we are below both and they're both red does not mean they can't do something like this and flip, and, you know, Bitcoin can't, well, let's do this first. Beep. Right? That was the ugliest correction in the world, but You get the gist. Get back above, have them both flip green, and then off and away you go. And of course, right here at this exact time is what? FOMC. So it would actually make sense if we kind of saw the stock market do its thing, break out into new all-time highs, get a nice push higher on the ES, on the S&P 500, and on the NASDAQ, get those pushes above all-time high. Hopefully get the Russell 2000 to also break above its all-time high right here. I need to go ahead and mark that off. Okay. There we go. So it's also getting a nice little V-shaped recovery in here. More of a W. Well, if you're going off of the high, then I'd say V-shape. A little bit of a V-shaped recovery coming in here for the Russell 2000, which is good because this is showing more risk appetite for the market, as these are small market cap stocks. So they're higher risk, but people are willing to put their money into it. Gold, after getting a nice pullback, has gotten a bounce since, and it's actually not looking too shabby. And gold will probably keep going. We got some equal highs. Still following trend. And still parabolic AF. My God. I mean, this is what we want to see on Bitcoin, right? This is what we want to see on crypto across the board. It's absolutely insane. $30 trillion asset, by the way. What's that, like not even 2% of a market cap to move Bitcoin by $1 trillion of market cap? Because you don't actually need all that money. Melissa, One Love, LBC, OG, she's going bye-bye. She already went bye-bye. Lost Doyers. Y'all are funny. Oh, you're saying goodbye. All right. Bye, Chris Klein. Mad love. Good night. Thank you for joining me this evening. I appreciate you, brother. Gold's looking good. Silver's looking a little rough. It's not exactly portraying much strength here. Momentum died down. Money flow kind of dying down a little bit. But still pretty thick in the green on the 4-hour too. So maybe just a little pullback down to the dynamic reactor at $48.85 an ounce. We'll see if it'll even touch it. Hasn't touched it since August 27th. So I imagine if it did come down and touch that or the quantum reactor, it would get a nice bounce. We'll see. XRP. Let's go to the perps first, actually. Well, this isn't a perp either. Bybit. Okay, what are we doing here? XR Pizzle. Still below the quantum and dynamic reactors on the 4-hour, but our momentum has pushed above the zero line. Pretty strong momentum. Could be cooling off though. Money flows green on both oscillators as well. That's good. Power bar green. Yeah, look pretty good. RSI green. And that's on the 4-hour. And on the 1-hour, I know that we've broken above both reactors on the 1-hour. Now we do have this series of higher highs and higher lows that I like to point out as often as I possibly can, but it's kind of whenever I see these little bounces like these, I just almost always anticipate, especially when you get a move up like this, I usually anticipate you coming down and taking all these out. And we do have these equal lows down here at $2.31. So keep that in mind. And that would go in line with the Bitcoin pullback as well. Now, as long as it got a push up, they got back above the reactors and they stayed green, and we got a nice push up in the money flow and our momentum and all of that, then good. We just went to grab some liquidity so that we could go higher. So now there's also a chance that we do get a bounce here off of the dynamic reactor. I'm just not ready to be full on bull mode just yet, especially when we've got price action that looks like this. I just don't like it. So many times that just gets taken out. Opposite is true though. When you get bounces down, oftentimes you're going to take those out. Would not surprise me in the slightest if it looked exactly like this. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, momentum looks to be increasing. It's just the money flow is just not staying thick there on the 1 hour. But we're just now starting to turn green on the 4, so we'll see. Trend fusion's above the 0 line too. I mean, it's all good. Indicators are looking good. Price action is what's holding me back. Okay. Because we've got to break these internal highs on every single one of these, on Bitcoin, on XRP, on Ethereum, on XLM, on Optimism, Polygon. Got to get above those internal highs. Link, all of them. Now this is the 4 hour. We do have money flow giving us a nice cupping, momentum, money flow, nice cupping. The Doge, money flow, momentum, tilted towards the upside. Money flow, pushing back towards the upside. Got to get above the high and have all of those increase and continue to stay above their 0 lines as they push higher. Get a pullback, stay above the 0 lines, looking good, get continuation. That's all that we could ask for. Sweet. Where's Dusty Hunt when you need a good pig swee? If you know, you know. David Gelfin, good evening. Good evening, David Gelfin. Thank you for being here. My love, guys. You guys are quiet tonight. Y'all bored? Y'all eating? You eating dinner? You putting the kids to bed? Are you high? Where's JR? What's going on, all set? Thank you for being here. Good evening, my friend. Mi familia. Yep. Swee. What is wrong with you, Swee? And I'm with, I think I heard T.I. Joe talking about this earlier today. And I think I'm with him. I think, well, especially this week, Jesus. I think these are quote unquote scam wicks, okay? Meaning they're outliers and you probably shouldn't use them as levels. You just probably shouldn't. Because this is just, it's not normal. That's what makes it a scam wick. It's not normal. It's not normal behavior. Okay? So I don't even think this wick exists because it doesn't. I don't even look at it. I look at it as if it doesn't exist. Even right here on Bitcoin. Doesn't exist. I mean, if you go over to Coinbase to a spot chart, you can see that it is nowhere near as long, and you can see that maybe this low that we just put in was nothing more than a sweep of that low. And we just so happened to consolidate over the weekend right at that low. This is where spot went. Okay. Perps, because of all the leverage, went down lower. 100, 2,000 across the board, just about. And you're talking about, I mean, 3.62%. We know that several stable coins depegged by a few percent. And that could be your difference on that. And that's what caused the liquidations, because apparently we just still haven't learned that these stable coins are garbage. It should not exist. Then FedEx drives right by and say, delivery attempted? Yep. Oh, you just got power back? Well, I'm glad you got your power back, David. Busy with open enrollment. You're in healthcare? Health insurance scam. Open enrollment ends October 31st. Draft submitted. I thought open enrollments was in November. I don't know. I'm on my wife's insurance because hers is way better than mine. So there's that. Let's pull a fixed range volume profile on this. Ooh. This is not what you want to see. From the high? Okay. Rejecting a point of control. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. What about since the flush? Ruh-roh. What about since the low? Okay, we have a saving grace. We might get 106.7 again. Maybe 105.756. We do have those equal lows down here. So 105.756. Calling it here. And we'll see where it goes. Oh, Mike Evans broke his clavicle. Dang, that sucks. Twisty, twisty, twisty. See, this is just a large correction. It's just a large, nasty correction. Some would say complex. Indubitably. Okay. All right. Looks good. All right. Short stream? Should we do short stream? Bitcoin well goes big. $255 million longs open. Bitcoin and Ethereum rose after U.S. President Donald Trump confirmed a meeting with China's leader during the APEC summit on October 31st. Based on reports, Bitcoin climbed nearly 4%, while Ethereum gained about 5% and traded around $4,030. The whole market added roughly $100 billion in value in a short window, according to market watchers. Reports have disclosed that an insider whale opened $255 million in long positions. It's got to be like leveraged $30 million or something. In long positions across Bitcoin and Ethereum at the same time. The same trader put on a $76 million short on Bitcoin with 10x leverage. The moves look like a bet on swings in price rather than a single directional stake. I would say that the one that has more money in is probably the one where they think it's going to, like, if I was in the know and I knew price was going to go up, but at first it was going to go down, I would put the big money in the go up, and I would use the other 76 million in the go down. That way I could make a little bit on the way down, but also, just in case it doesn't go down for whatever reason, I still have that 255 million because I know it's going to go up regardless, because I'm a whale and I make price go up. 255 million in long positions. What leverage? You tell me the leverage of the short, but not of the long positions? Excuse me. The moves look like a bet on swings rather than a single directional stake. Observers note the trader has a history of large, well-timed trades, including a prior $730 million short that paid off. There is no clear public ID for this whale, and the motives are being examined by analysts. Political shifts sends prices higher. Based on reports, comments by U.S. President Donald Trump helped calm markets. He reportedly said it will all be fine when speaking about China's economy. China. And the tone toward Beijing softened after a week where he had announced a 100% tariff on Chinese goods. Funny how that works. That tariff claim had sparked a big sell-off across traditional and crypto markets just days earlier. Market players reached quickly to the latest signals of a thaw, viewing the upcoming meeting as a chance for reduced tension. An insider with a 100% win rate just opened BTC and ETH longs worth $255 million. Did you even mention ETH at the beginning here? News BTC? No, of course not. On-chain activity and institutional moves. According to on-chain data and exchange records, large-scale activity continued across spot markets. Bitmine was reported to have picked up about $1.5 billion worth of Ether, a move that market participants say shows faith in Ethereum's long-term outlook. Meanwhile, El Salvador quietly added 8 BTC to its reserves. Goodness. Bringing its total holdings to 6,355.18 Bitcoin. Exchange flows show withdrawals. Based on exchange records, major centralized platforms recorded a net outflow of roughly 21,000 BTC over the past week. Coinbase Pro and Binance were named among those with the biggest withdrawals, showing about 15,000 BTC and 12,000 BTC moved off exchanges respectively. Traders interpret such flows in different ways. Some see accumulation into private wallets. Others see funds repositioned by large traders. Reports indicate that the market is reacting to both political signals and positions being adjusted by big hands. If the rhetoric between the U.S. and China continues to show friendly signs, prices may push higher and retest monthly highs, but the presence of a sizable short position alongside large long positions suggests the volatility will stay. Presently, data points are being watched closely, and traders are establishing balances between advancing positions and hedging. So there you go. Maybe a 25.5 mil, 2x long too. Yeah, probably. Single prints on Coinbase on the 30-minute till 109.028. Let's take a look at our volume footprint. Yeah, look at these. We got all these down here. Come on, dog. Does not mean we have to get there, but let's go to the 1 hour. Someone's going to pop up down here. Come on. No? All right, then. Nothing? 15? 106, 525. In this push up here, we do have a nice little order block here. pull that across. Nothing here. That's interesting. 5 minute. Okay, so we do have sells down here. Market maker would like to fill your sell orders and buy at a lower price. Minus 5.66 million. Oh. That's short sellers getting trapped. And a market maker would likely like to come back and help them close their positions one way or another. They're going to find you. They're going to get you one way or another. I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you. I'm tired if you guys didn't notice. Thank you guys for joining me this evening. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. LBC, did you check out the AI trade battle? 10K accounts between DeepSeek, Grok, ChatGPT, and so on. Saw something about that. I want to say DeepSeek was winning. I didn't see Grok. I did see DeepSeek versus ChatGPT, but I did notice they were both winning. Don't get me wrong. They were both winning, and they both were... One was like mostly short, and the other one was like mostly long, but they were both winning. What does that tell you? I'll tell you what it tells you. All you got to do is follow your rules and be consistent, and then you'll be profitable. Tried to turn it to a melody, but it didn't work. ChatGPT getting wrecked? Maybe. I don't trust AI with my trading, but as long as you are just chilling, following your discipline, following your TA, cutting out the noise. It all starts before the trade, though. Before you even sit down, the discipline starts in your life. If you are not disciplined in your life, it is very unlikely that that will translate to the charts. If you are profitable and you aren't disciplined in your life outside of the charts, just give it some time. It'll humble you. No one is lucky forever. You've got to build consistency. You got to let small gains compound over time and not try to go for the home runs. As much as we want those things to 10x, could have made 10x just in the time waiting, following some rules and being consistent. And then you could have 10x your 10x. So. All right, Bitcoin, real quick, before I get out of here, we are right on top, getting right to that chart prime quantum reactor. The top side of that is 109,063. Bottom side 109,006. So yeah, about a $57 difference there. Not much. So potentially, if we can get a bounce off of that level and get a bullish engulfing candle, maybe, then maybe we'll just go ahead and get a continuation here and not worry ourselves with this liquidity down here. Big if, but we'll see. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. If you wouldn't mind smashing up that like button and hitting that subscribe button if you are new, and that notification bell to be notified whenever I create new content when I go live. Don't forget to check me out on onlyfins.com. It's not a real thing, just a little funny. Yeah, so I will see you all tomorrow morning, bright and early, of course, in the Discord, in the chats. And yeah, don't forget to join the Discord. Link is in the description down below. And that's going to be it. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. Oh, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mad love. God bless. Peace out. Bye.
I put on LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put on LBC. On LBC. I put on LBC. On LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the
We've been knocked down, dragged through the tide. Every fall just fuels the fight inside. When the current pulls, we won't let go. Wave riders rise when the waters overflow. Through the storm we'll find our way. Lunar light will guide the day. Even when the walls all cave, we stand strong, we ride the wave. We are the wave riders, crashing through the fire. Our The old world's burning, and the new one's on chain. I hear the tick of the market clock while the system bleeds in the aftershock. We ride the storm through static and dust, trust in code, not meant to trust. Metal in my wallet, fire in my veins, breaking these digital chains. Wave riders rising from the pain, LBC, the blood and the blockchain rain. The lights are faded, the ledgers breathe. They tried to cage us, but we broke the keys. In the code of the outlaws, we stand unbroken. Our creeds encrypted, our faith unspoken. Through the chaos, we carve our name. Crypto trenches, born from flame. Power shifting, ghosts in the grid. The banks collapse on the things they did. Satoshi whispers through the night, a spark of truth and electric light. Steel and silicon, soul and pride. We surf the waves that the world denied. Wave riders, thunder, blockchain tide. Moon gods rise, they can't hide. They said we'd fall, they said we'd break, but freedom's a risk we're willing to take. In the code of the outlaws, we stand unbroken. Our creeds encrypted, our chains all broken. Through the chaos, we carve our name. Crypto trenches, born from There's a system crash, revolt in binary ash. Digits rise, the old world cracks. We don't kneel, we counterattack.